All right, YouTube, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. We got ourselves a beautiful Monday with 6 games on the NBA slate. It is January 9th. We're going to jump into each game. I'm going to give you what I'm thinking, give you my lean. But again, guys, I tell you guys in every video, if you want to follow or if you want to fade my final plays, what I'm actually going to be rolling with tonight, you can find those in the pinned comment, guys. We always get them in by game time. They're not always in right after the video, but they will be by game time. I see a lot of comments about where are they and whatnot, but yeah, sometimes we're quick to it because we got a bunch of locks early, and sometimes we're doing that further research, trying to get over the fence there. So make sure to keep an eye on the pinned comment, guys. Final plays will be there. Speaking of final plays, we go 1-1 yesterday. We did have the Thunder -3.5. We like that. And we had the Nets here -3.5 as well. They end up only losing by 1 or winning by 1? Either way, not covering, which is so annoying because we almost teased those two teams. I'll tell you guys that right now. Almost only counts in who knows what. But yeah, you know, we'll take the split there. We've been kind of hot as of late, so a 1-1 night won't kill us. And then in terms of our ride of the day, the Clippers -3.5 coming in from Pano. They played the Pigeons, and the Pigeons decided to spread their wings and fly like an eagle. Or like a hawk. So ride of the day does not come through, guys. If you do want to be tomorrow's or tonight's ride of the day and get a shout out in tomorrow's video, all you got to do is use hashtag ride of the day in the comments. I'll be picking one person in the comments, jumping on board with your pick, and you guys get a shout out, win or loss, in the next video. If you lose, you got to face the womp womp on the soundboard. But if you win, you get the applause, you get the cheering. It's all good stuff. So guys, take the chance, use hashtag ride of the day in the comments. And then before we even get into the slate, I do want to ask you guys to hit that subscribe button. We just hit 14,000 subscribers, and now we're racing towards 15K, which is absolutely absurd to me. I cannot thank you guys enough. Hit that like button as well. It takes 2 seconds for you guys to do and means a whole lot to the channel. So if you do appreciate the grind, please go ahead and hit that like button. But you know, without further ado, let's jump the hell into this NBA slate here. We're starting off with the Wizards, 2-point favorites at home, taking on the Pelicans. Right now, the total is 228 at the time of recording. These two teams haven't played this season, excuse me. Last 10 games, though, for the Wizards here, 7-3 against the spread. They're playing decent against the spread. I wouldn't necessarily say as favorites here, but 7-3 nonetheless against the spread in their last 10. They're 2-0 against the spread in their last 2 games at home, playing a Pelicans team who are 1-3 in their last 4 against the spread on the road, 1-4 against the spread in their last 5 games overall here. Brandon Ingram out, Zion Williamson out. So with that being said, I'm gonna lean Washington, who's coming off of 2 straight losses to Milwaukee, and then OKC dropping 127 on them. Hopefully they come out with a little bit of fire here. Bradley Beal, a no-go, but I do still think Kuzma and Porzingis can compete with this Pelicans team, who is CJ McCollum, and then who else, right? So I'm gonna lean Washington minus the 2 points here. What I also like is going to be the over in this game. 228. I see it 227.5 on one sports book as well, so maybe it's moving in that direction. So I'm going to lean Washington minus the points and the total being over. Keep an eye on the pinned comment to see if that becomes a final play for today, guys. Moving on, we got the Knicks, 2-point underdogs at home as they host Milwaukee. The Knicks are 21-17-2 against the spread. Pretty much similar to the Bucks, 20-17-2 against the spread this season. Totals at 221. These two teams have played this season. They played on the 30th of November. The Bucks were 6-point favorites, and they won by 6, so it was a push last time they played. They played before that, and the Bucks won 119-108 as well. So they have the Knicks number as of right now. RJ Barrett is doubtful in this game. The Knicks coming off 4 straight wins. They've covered 3 of those games here. Milwaukee coming off of a loss to Charlotte, 138-109. I know we were on the right side of that one, so you're welcome for that lock in a couple videos ago here. But yeah, I'm gonna lean the Bucks minus the points in this one. Yeah, they're still dealing with some injuries as well, as we all know. Guys in and off the injury report for them: Chris Middleton out, Serge Ibaka out, but we don't see Drew Holiday and we don't see Giannis on the injury report, which they have been as of late. So I like that. I think that's a relatively healthy lineup for the Bucks here. So I'm going to lean the Bucks minus the 2 points and also take a peek at the over 221 here. Moving on, we got Chicago traveling to take on my Boston Celtics. If you couldn't tell, I'm a big Celtics fan here. Celtics 8-point favorites, totals at 238. The graphics slightly a half point out of date here. It has updated. The Bulls won this game 121-107 last time they played. This is a game in which we thought the Celtics were going to win. Celtics, you know, was a month before that, only beat this Bulls teams by 4, so it's been pretty damn close when they have played here. Marcus Smart looks like he's going to be a no-go for the Celtics, but nonetheless, I think that the Celtics team is going to get a little bit of revenge on Chicago from last game. I don't think this is going to be a final play, just being fully transparent with you guys. 8 points, and it's probably going to move to 8.5. Seems like a little bit too much for me, so I'm going to stick away from that. But what I don't mind is the under. The Celtics have been up and down as of late. They started off so hot, right? But when you look at some of the games they're winning, they're coming when they play defense and holding their opponents to 102, 95, 110, that type of thing, 109. So if the Celtics want to win this game, I think they're going to have to lock in on the defensive end. And I think 237 is a very, very high number. So I'm going to lean the Celtics here. That's a slight lean. What I like a lot more is going to be the under in this game. Now, before we get to the second half of the slate, guys, I want to talk to you guys and ask you guys, if you guys want to become a member, go ahead and click that join button. It's right next to the subscribe button. $2.99 a month. First and foremost, it's one of the best ways to show your support on the channel. $2.99. You can get 2 Starbucks coffees for that price, guys. And what we're doing to kind of give it to you in return as of late, obviously, aside from having logos next to your name and exclusive use to emojis in the comments, we've taken it a step forward and we're producing models that we give to you guys every single weekday, Monday through Friday, for player points, and we're working on player rebounds and assists that will be rolled out shortly. And then we have a spread model and a total model for you guys to include in your sports betting research. And that's not all. For the low price of $2.99 a month, you also get a series that we're working on. I think we're 6 episodes in, a series that we're working on for Ballers Only, which are the members on the channel, that we're building our own model together, answering your exclusive questions, letting you guys know, what I think or how to do this. If you have questions, I'm answering them in the next video. So consider becoming a baller today. I know a lot of models and sports prediction sites charge like $50 to $200 a month. No, $3 a month, guys. You get what we got, and it's been pretty successful so far. So consider becoming a baller today. It would be much appreciated. Definitely a way to support the channel, but I'm trying to bring that value back to you guys. Let's keep it going here. Train back on the tracks. We got the Memphis Grizzlies taking on the Spurs here. Memphis 11-point favorites. Totals at 238, 1 point higher than we see on the graphic, but that's just the updated score. Memphis won 124-122 last time these two teams played. It was the only meeting this season. Memphis 26-13 straight up this season, 20-17-2 against the spread. But when they're at home, they're playing very well. 13-5-1 against the spread here. On the road in their last this season against the spread, the Spurs are 7-11. They are playing well against the spread as of late, 5-1 in their last 6, but so is Memphis, 6-0 straight up and 5-1 against the spread. Jakob Poeltl is upgraded to probable. No Devin Vassell still. Keldon Johnson's questionable. For Memphis, you're going to want to keep an eye on this injury report. Danny Green, Steven Adams, Brandon Clark, and John Morant all questionable in this one, making me want to stick away from this game. We've seen them cover a couple high spreads as of late, 6.5, 7.5, 6.5 again, but we haven't seen this 11-point spread in a while from the Grizzlies. So if John Morant's a no-go, obviously we're going to be away from this one, but I'm going to actually lean Memphis minus the points. I think it's a little bit too high for it to become a final play. You guys know I just want to keep it, 100% with you guys, but I do tend to look at this game and say, okay, that is a little high for my liking. And then the play that I do like on this game though, geez, I can't speak, is going to be the under in this one. So 5 of the last 6 games when the two teams meet have gone under, and 4 of the last 5 when they're in Memphis playing with each other. So playing with each other, pause. But yeah, we're gonna lean the under in this one. Maybe a slight lean towards Memphis. They're minus 11. All right, moving on. We got the Denver Nuggets taking on the Lakers. Denver's a 10-point favorite in this game. That's because you look at the injury report. LeBron James is probable. He's got that ankle. Russell Westbrook is probable. They got a couple injuries to note here, but I think this is going to be a closer game. Maybe I'm sounding the psycho alert alarm too early here, but that's a lot of points to give the Lakers if LeBron's a go, if Russell Westbrook's a go. So I'm going to lean the Lakers here. I saw that and kind of like blinked twice. 10-point favorites. I think the graphic, yeah, we have the graphic at -9, but 10 points is the line as of right now. The total is 240 out here. For whatever reason, I think this is a slam dunk Lakers plus the points. Again, hey, I've been wrong before. Feel free to fade me, right? But we're totally leaning the Lakers here plus the points. I wouldn't say that I've been impressed with how they've been playing, but they've covered 5 straight. They've won those 5. The competition, not so much. Sacramento, Atlanta, Miami, Charlotte, Atlanta again. So, you know what I mean? I don't want to get like too much on the high horse here. This is probably the best team they've played in a couple weeks. But nonetheless, leaning Lakers here plus the points. It's a lot of points to give. Do I think they win the game? Probably not, I guess. But 10 points to the Lakers? I'm leaning the Lakers. I'm probably going to watch this back tomorrow and be like, you dummy, Evan. You are a dummy. But, hey, that's what we're leaning right now. Moving on to the Orlando-Sacramento game. Sacramento 6-point favorites, total 239.5. I like the under immediately. Sacramento did win this last bout, 126-123. It was a close game. Obviously, that was right kind of when Orlando was playing decent basketball. They're still 12-4 against the spread in their last 16. And Sacramento, we called them the covering kings to start the year, right? 1-7 in their last 8 against the spread. Bull, it's a no-go, and then Isaac and Okiki still out for Orlando. Sacramento coming off of 2 losses to Atlanta and the Lakers here. They lost outright to the Lakers. We were on the right side of that, right? They were 7.5-point favorites. If that doesn't light a little fire under their ass, I don't know what is. They're at their home turf. They're on the West Coast here. Orlando's traveling all that way, so I'm going to lean Sacramento, even though none of the numbers and none of the trends would say that that is the move. I'm leaning Sacramento and the under in this one. And again, I can't use a psycho alert alarm like twice in one video, but maybe that's a psycho play because this Orlando team is playing really well against the spread. But guys, that is going to wrap it up for today's video. Hope you guys do enjoy. Click that subscribe button, hit that like button, and we'll catch you guys in the next video, all right? Peace out.